Well, okay, it's time to have a little science fun. Today we're joined by Mike the Science Wizard.
And he has 3 simple science activities you can do at home this summer. So welcome to our Science Wizard, Michael Hudson.
That's right.
This is great because it's summertime. Parents are running out of things to do with their kids.
Yes, yes. And science is always something that creates as it goes. Or you can use science simply as a tool to get the kids involved, to get them off the TV, to get them active in it.
And get their mind thinking.
Yes, and that's the great thing. With science, everything comes with it. The English, the history, the math, whatever subject you're learning, you can incorporate it in the area of science. In the day, I decided to do science without the chemicals. Usually, oftentimes, we always see explosions and
lava flow
and shots. So this time I decided to do something a little different without the chemicals. However, there's always chemicals in science. For instance, this is a simple corrugated tube, and I bought 2 so we can get to play with it together.
Okay.
So the idea is to kind of hold it, and it's going to create sound.
You mean?
So just whirl it over your head.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I love this.
Yes, the faster you go, the higher the pitch. The slower you go, the lower the pitch. So if you whirl it really hard, you'll hear a different sound. And slow it down.
Kids will love this.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
And this is one of the...
Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Okay, you got what I'm saying.
Always a party with science, and that's the great thing about it. You don't have to have anything expensive. You can use whatever that you have in your home.
And so if you were to do this with your child, you teach them that the different sounds it's created.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
And the sound is traveling, like when you hear an ambulance go by or a fire truck, you hear that sound kind of go by past
Yes,
you.
and when you say bypass, that's exactly what is happening. It is entering, the air molecules is entering from one end and is going across those corrugation and going into a vortex and is feeding out of the end.
And that's what's creating that sound.
That's what's creating the sound.
I like that.
I love it.
Watch out now.
And I
like
also
this.
have, and today is about the air, inertia, Newton's law, gravity. We also have these beads, and it's all about inertia and gravity. And Newton's first law is that how I like to watch, when I used to watch you playing football, Eugene, I like to sit on a couch without interruption, and I'll stay there all day. This is what inertia is. The first law is that anything at rest will tend to stay at rest until something is acting upon it. So with this, if we just take you can use beads, you can use the notepads, or then you just drop it across. You'll notice that it will, gravity and inertia will pull it, and it will fall. And I often have my students do this. Tell me how long before, or how many beads will pass before it stops.
Okay, all right, I'm going to say about 300 beads.
About 300.
All of them.
All of them. So let's see what happens. All we have to do is just going to drop it. And look at it.
All of them. Oh my goodness.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
I love it.
Pull it. And
We got a minute and a half left.
so this one is, I had to do one thing that was kind of,
I love it.
almost kind of scary, but it gives you a little excitement. So you put the water in the jar.
Okay.
And we put it says,
Do not remove this card.
remove this card. So we're going to put it there, and we're going to simply just turn it up. Okay?
Okay.
And we're going to just hold it like so. And it
Get
says,
out of here.
Do not remove this card. Let's remove it and see what happens.
No way.
The air pressure is greater at the bottom and it's keeping the water
It
up?
created a
Correct.
vacuum.
Wow.
Yes. Adhesion, cohesion, and gravity.
So this is supposed to be for kids, but you and I are loving this.
Oh, I'm loving this. We got 1 minute left. What else do you have right here?
Here, again, inertia. I've got a bottle with a small opening, another one with a little larger opening, and we've got a nut on the top. So, Eugene, I want you to use one move to see if you can get this to drop down into the bottle, and the same thing on this side. One move to use to hit the yellow or whatever you want to, but the nut must drop straight down into the bottle.
One move.
One move. Close. Close. Now, the idea is, if I can get it to stay on top,
I want to see this. Yeah, get this stay on top because I want to see you do it.
is simply put your finger in the inside.
Oh, my goodness. The Science Wizard.
I love
Mike,
this.
TheScienceWizard.com, TheScienceWizard.com for all these wonderful science
You're the
ideas.
best.
Thank you
Thank
very,
you.
very much.
Thank
Indeed,
you.
Mike. Great job.
Thank you.